Potential homebuyers, this is one you have got to listen to because I'm going to share some information to help you make the best decision of when to buy. And the cost of waiting could be huge. And with how fast the market is changing, it's really important to ensure you have great information to help you make the best decision. We're going to dive right into that. So let's go. Happy Wednesday, everybody. It's Brian Simmons here with eXp Realty in Southern Oregon, and it is January 18th. If you could do me a quick favor and just hit that like button, click the subscribe icon, and share this video with anybody you know looking to buy or sell real estate in Southern Oregon, I would really, really appreciate that. Now, before we jump into the thing that home buyers need to know in 2023, I'm going to give you a super fast update on what's happening here in our local housing market. Between Jackson and Josephine counties of Southern Oregon, we have 866 active single-family residential listings on the market this morning. 61 new listings hit the market in the last week, 55 price changes, 25 came back on the market, 71 pending. That went way up. 36 closed, 30 expired, withdrawn, or canceled. And so we're seeing a lot more buying activity starting to ramp up. If you watched last week's video, you heard me say that there's some big news being released from the Fed regarding inflation, and that would likely have a big impact on mortgage rates and really the economic outlook in 2023 in general. The news that released was viewed as very, very positive. And the summary is basically that the data, most recent data, shows that inflation is slowing down, and the Fed is expected to reduce their rate hike to 0.25%. Okay, that's down from 0.5% last month and 0.75% for the several months before that. And that was viewed as really, really good news because it means the rate hikes have been working and inflation is getting more and more under control. Okay, and the rate hikes, remember, that's what caused mortgage rates to go up in the first place last year. Okay, and mortgage rates going up is what caused the housing market to kind of slow down a little bit. And so remember, I told you in my video a couple weeks ago, which is linked up here, about how the activity compared this year to last year. And so you can take a look at that and see exactly what I'm talking about, what the effect of that higher mortgage rate was. So that news got people talking about the future and asking questions like, well, when will the Fed stop increasing their rate and instead start to decrease their rate? Reducing the federal funds rate tends to boost the economy, all right? And it does it pretty quickly. That type of talk of boosting the economy, that type of talk tends to get people pretty excited, and the stock market starts to go up and all sorts of things start to happen. The Fed has tried to suppress that excitement by saying things like, well, rates are going to stay high in 2023, okay? And they're doing that because they don't want to get everyone all excited and have the economy start to go into overdrive and everything get all crazy, and that's what will shoot inflation back up, okay? They're trying to keep inflation down. The reason that all works like that is because a booming economy means that more people are buying goods and services, right? And so when there's more people buying, that means that demand is higher. And when demand is higher, prices go up, and that is inflation when prices go up, right? So the Fed wants the economy to do the exact opposite of that. So they're trying to put out a narrative out there that is suppressing that excitement, okay? But the markets really aren't buying it, okay? The smart bankers and traders and financial gurus out there all have some pretty sophisticated models of their own, and they're able to run these different scenarios, and they seem to be calling the Fed's bluff and saying that rates aren't going to be high all through 2023. So how does that all impact the housing market? Well, I'll say this. The implication to home buyers in particular is huge, okay? And here's why. When, not if, but when mortgage rates begin to really fall, and I mean like really fall. They're falling as we speak right now, and they've been trending down for a little while now. But when those really fall and they stabilize under 6% and into like the mid or even lower fives, I believe you're going to see an absolute load of buyers come back into the picture who were sitting on the sidelines because they got priced out when those rates went up and they decided not to buy, okay? Those buyers are going to be coming back into the picture, okay? And they're going to come back and they're going to compete like crazy to buy the home that they missed out on last year, all right? They've been waiting for a year thinking about how bad they missed out on it, and now they're ready to roll, or they're going to be ready to roll, and they're going to be not wanting to lose that house. So I imagine there's going to be some bidding wars and some pretty intense competition amongst those buyers. So if you are a buyer, this is what you need to know, and that is that I really, really, really encourage you to buy now. Okay? Beat the rush, buy now. That is the best advice I could give you, knowing what I know now. Probably the most important thing you could do right now is talk to your lender about the best strategy to do this, because there are a lot of ways to do this, like the program where you can have your rate reduced by 2 or 3% in the first year and then you refinance. Okay, you could do an adjustable rate mortgage. There's so many ways to do this, to where you can buy now while prices are low and then take advantage of rates when they come back down. Okay, so it's very important to get connected with a good local lender who can run you through those scenarios and share what they all look like and help you make the best decision. And if you don't know of a good lender, let me know. I can help you find a really, really great one to run those scenarios with you. Okay, what you do not want to do is be late to the party. Okay, you don't want to sit around and wait until mortgage rates are in the 5% range or so, because at that point the buying competition will be so much higher that it'll push prices up and it'll wipe away the reduction in the mortgage rate. Okay, trust me. Let me show you what the numbers actually look like in that scenario. So here's an example of how that could play out. If you look at the now scenario here, with a loan amount of $400,000 and a mortgage rate of 6%, your payment would be $2,398. And that does not include insurance and taxes. This is just your mortgage, okay? If you were to wait though, and let's say you wait until mortgage rates come down to 5%, right? We don't know when that'll be or if that'll be, but let's say that you wait until that point in time, and in that amount of time, there's all sorts of additional competition that comes into the picture, and the loan amount gets increased to $450. Okay, in that scenario, your payment would be $2,416. So yeah, you have a lower mortgage rate, but your payment is now more than if you were to buy now. And that's the point I'm trying to make, is it's better to take this loan amount and this mortgage rate and this payment, take that, because what you could eventually do is change your mortgage rate to be this 5% by refinancing. Okay, and if you were to do that, your mortgage rate, if you go at 400 at 5%, it goes to 2147. So it could be 2147, and that's a huge savings. So that's something to keep in mind. So if you're thinking about buying, or you know somebody who is, let's talk now, okay? Let's talk now. Let's get you in contact with a local lender who can discuss all these options and strategies with you that'll allow you to buy while the prices are still low, and allow you to get a lower rate when that rate gets here, okay? It's easy to do. The first step is just to text me, call me, reach out to me at 541-954-7758, and we'll get the conversation started. We'll get the ball rolling, and we'll get you taken care of, okay? I hope this information was super helpful to you. Again, if you're looking to buy or sell real estate here in Southern Oregon, or you know anybody who is, please reach out. Check out my website, buyingsouthernoregon.com. And don't forget to click on that like button, hit the subscribe icon, and share this video with anybody you know looking to buy or sell real estate in Southern Oregon. Have a great one.